Good morning, good day, good evening. Welcome to Age Capture Live, the interviews. I'm your host, Harold Bridgeforth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I have my very special guest, DJ, CEO of Diamond Life Music and Media, DJ of 101.5 The Vibe in Atlanta, all around nice guy, Alpha 5 Alpha, my friend, DJ Juan Coon. What's going on with you, bro?
Yes, sir. How you doing, sir? How you doing?
Good. We finally get it on the interview.
Oh,
and,
man,
we've been working. I see you all over the place, so it's,
happy to
I'm
be here, bro.
Very thankful. Very thankful you took the time out of your busy schedule to be on my show.
It's my pleasure, bro. I'm happy to be here. I see you doing your thing. I see you. You're expanding your media empire.
Yeah. I'm just I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to catch up. So a lot of times when we have when you've been interviewed before, and like I said before, I like to do a lot of laid back, but for the guests to get to know you, I know you personally. We've worked in business stuff. We got a lot of business ventures we're going to be working on in the future. But for the guests, I want to make sure that they get a great understanding of you. So just give like a bio, like what your name, where you started, how'd you get into DJing, and how, like, who inspires you to do that?
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of people, they know you're a DJ, or they might have seen you, but they don't really know the story.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well,
take your time.
Take that question. I'm DJ Juan Coon. How did I get into DJing? Wow. I started out DJing on the radio. Well, actually, no, let me take that back. I started out as a club DJ, an event DJ, and then I went to University of Connecticut and I started DJing on the radio at UConn. Yeah, WHUS at UConn for 4 years. I ended up going from UConn to WBLS, doing live DJing on the air, live remotes from clubs like Club Carib, Tipton's, and Bahia for BLS, and that was for quite a few decades. I left BLS, and then I ended up DJing on WYBC in New Haven for quite a few years, and basically came full circle with YBC. And currently, I do a show on 101.5 The Vibe in Atlanta every Saturday from 8 to 12.
Nice.
And that's basically where I am now as a DJ. I started out basically doing parties, avid music collector. I collect a lot of music from a very early age. I used to steal my relatives' record collections. And everyone knew me as a kid with all the records. So basically that led to people wanting to have parties, and they would be like, well, who can we get? Let's get Juan, because he has a lot of music. So that's
how that, at like a young age, like you knew at like a real young age, that's like what you wanted to do, and that's like a part of like your, because I like to, this is a platform for artists in general,
right?
So a lot of people, what happens is, they'll know about a DJ, or they'll know that they're DJing as a profession, but like some people, they start when they're little,
right?
Some people they get into it when they're older, but you saw it at a young age, that's what you really wanted to do.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I mean, I might have done my first professional party at the age of 12 or 13.
Nice.
So it was that type of situation, and it was for mature adults. So you have to kind of get into the mix and learn the music, and learn the things to play, how to play the music, what songs to play, when to play the right songs. So yeah, I started out when I was 12, actually.
Okay, nice. So for the people that don't know, you went to UConn. You started with DJing. Was there any particular sound that you catered to? Like, was it a particular type of music that you were a DJ for, or you like to play?
It's kind of funny, but that's one of the things that's kind of like the hallmark for me. As a musician, I love all types of music. I incorporate all types of music into what I play. I play R&B, I play house, I play reggae, I play hip hop, I play soca, I play calypso, I play EDM, I play underground club. I play polka. I love all kinds of music. And one of the things that I got an interview for Billboard magazine. And one of the things that they highlighted is that throughout all the years I've been DJing, no one has ever been able to box me into a box as far as music. I play everything, and that's a blessing because I get a lot of gigs in different parts of the world based on the fact that I play different types of music. So
yeah, see, that kind of opens up your range. Like that's the reason why I was asking, is a lot of times you'll hear a DJ and you'll be like, oh, I know that DJ, I know exactly how they're going to play music. And when I first heard your sounds, I'm like, oh, he plays a lot of different stuff. And I saw the videos, and I see the stuff I'll see people posting stuff, and I'm like, oh, he does that too. Oh, that's Juan. I know that's my guy. So it's like, all right,
it's funny because if you go to my Instagram page, that's at Juan Coon. It's funny, you'll see a wide range of club situations in different parts of the world. And I'm playing different types of music, and I mean, it can go as deep as I can play underground house in one club, and then I can play hip hop in another club. I can play reggae, soca, calypso, bachata, salsa. So I'm pretty much all over the place, but I've never really allowed myself to be pigeonholed because I love music, and I love all types of music.
I think as an artist, a lot of times, I know from a lot of my other friends that are artists in general, you start like with one of your favorite, and then over the course of either turning professional or using it as your profession, you start to tend to gravitate to other aspects of that particular art. Like with drawing, you'll start with like a character drawing, and then you go to like comic, and you go to realism, and you go to any type of range to kind of expand what you're able to do. So if somebody does ask you, oh, I can't do that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's always expanding.
It's funny because I came up in an environment that's it's comparable to gumbo. My mother was into gospel. My sister was into R&B and soul. My uncle was a jazz musician. So I'm in that environment, and I'm soaking up all of these different entities. My father worked in clubs, and it's funny because just that being integrated into the club atmosphere at that early age, it was like I got a chance to hear all different types of music and be around different people and be around music in general, and I just soaked it all in, and it just like condensed. So that's where it is today.
That's cool. So moving forward to who's your favorite DJ and how did they inspire you? Like if you had one to pick from?
Wow, that's a great question. My favorite DJ, and I have to preface this by saying I have a lot of DJs that I love. But I'd have to say my favorite DJ is Larry Levan. He's a DJ from New York. He used to DJ at the Paradise Garage. He was very eclectic in his presentation to music. I mean, he would throw on a jam by Grace Jones. He would throw on a Shaka Khan jam, and then he would play some Talking Heads in addition to that. So it's Rolling Stones, and this is all in the whole gumbo experience. So he actually intertwines different elements of music into his presentation. So that I study DJs too. So he actually, his presentation and how he captures all peoples of all colors, of all cultures, all together, and they interact and vibe with music. That means a lot to me. So Larry Levan is the man for me. I mean, out of a whole bunch of DJs, I like Louis Vega. I like Black Coffee. I like Chuck Chill Out, which is my brother. Like literally, he's like my brother. But I'd have to say, not at the risk of excluding anybody else, Larry Levan is the man.
That's the man. That's the guy. And you kind of like emulated that and took parts of how he did it, and then you kind of made your own style from it. So that's cool. Typically, a lot of people, what do they say? It's like, what is it? It's not imitation is the best force of social
imitation is the best is the best form of flattery.
Flattery, yeah. But it's like when you're not imitating, but you're taking a piece and you're applying it. It's just like when you see like an athlete, they take a drill from one of the star that they grew up watching and so on. So it's just like incorporating that from people that are watching, they ever want to be a DJ. You put like this, you don't know who you're influencing right now. And they're going to listen to how you do. And they're like, oh, I like that. I didn't know I could do like multiple different ranges, or maybe I got put in a box and maybe I don't want to be there. So it's kind of like, it's good to know that you can make some success in your career and have a different way. And there's other people that are doing that. So that's good.
Yeah, definitely watching Larry do what he did. The thing I took from that is how you can take music from different cultures and just incorporate it into a general audience and everybody accept it and embrace it. Yeah. I mean, the songs may change, but the whole technical presentation of how he did that is basically what I emulate. It's like when I DJ, my tendency is to try to make the entire audience become one.
Yeah.
We all vibe together, and we vibe off of each other. We vibe with each other. And at the end of the day, if I can incorporate some of that stuff that he played, I will. If I can incorporate some of the newer stuff, I will. And it's a gumbo, and we just all have a good time.
That's cool. I mean, it sounds like a good time. Most of the time when you're in the club or you at a party or something like that and they put something on, it's like an old school track. It gets the old heads, or it gets the people that, they back in the 90s. I guess that's dating me, but like the 90s, that's old school now. And
right.
Got, like the modern stuff, and you got like the salsa, you get the merengue, you get, I had never been and done polka, but the first time anything, I don't know.
Hey, man, you got to listen. I do a lot of private events too. And, the private events are, wow. It's like they come with a specific playlist, and it could be people from Japan.
Yeah.
And I've played like 5 hours worth of Japanese music.
Have you done like any K-pop? I know when I was doing the summer camp, some of my students, they love K-pop.
Oh yeah,
it was huge. I didn't even know what it was. They put it on. I'm like, oh, this ain't that bad. It's like, all right.
I actually have, and that's one of the things that I incorporate into what I do, is because when you get an invitation to DJ an event like that, if you know how to do it well, people call you.
Yeah. Yep.
And I've done quite a few of those events, and it's a learning experience for me, but what it is it's really fulfilling to be able to step out of my zone and into a whole nother world and present it so that they enjoy it. So
then you're doing it well. So then they say, oh yeah, he knew what he's doing. He took in what we wanted and he made it and presented it well. So that's good.
With the music, you can intrinsically tell if a person knows what they're doing within the first few minutes of their presentation. You can tell. Yeah. Okay. When people have a sense that you know what you're doing, they ride with you. And it becomes the experience becomes a joined experience rather than me presenting music for people.
Yeah, you just throwing down the playlist like, oh, there's another track, next track.
Yeah, they can tell. And when they get it, that you know it, oh man.
Yeah.
It's an amazing feeling. It's amazing. It's amazing.
That's what's up. So one of the main things that a lot of people, or at least what we talked about before in the past, was that you've been I guess elected and selected within the Grammys.
Right.
So you went to the Grammys, this past Grammys, right?
Correct.
And how was that, like, for the audience? Like, how was that experience? How was it? Was it and you're part of a board. You're a board member, right?
Right. I'm a voting member of the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences. They call it NARAS, but it's the Grammy organization.
Okay.
I did a remake of a Stevie Wonder song, As. And the song actually was sung by Phoenix Fire, one of the vocalists on my label Diamond Life. We were on the ballot for the Grammys this year.
That's family.
Yeah. And we actually got a chance to experience that whole process. We went to the Grammys this year. We participated in the whole process, the whole red carpet experience, the behind the green room experience.
See, this is what everybody want to know, how it is when you go there. What is it?
Let me tell you, this is my second time being on the ballot.
Okay.
My second time. But this is the first time that I actually got a chance to actually go and interact with this experience. And I have to tell you, it took me about maybe 4 or 5 months to fully ingest this experience, but I can speak about it now. it is transformative because you know, you get a chance to see all of the other nominees, all of the other people who were on the ballot, all the other people who actually won the actual Grammy. And they put you in a room, and it is like all of the who's who of music and entertainment. And you're standing there, and there's like food trays going all around. There's like unlimited alcohol flowing. It's just like festivity, and you're standing there, and people like, I'm standing in a room with Jay-Z, Beyonce,
that's what's up,
Oprah Winfrey, and me. And so there's like, okay, well, who are you? And everyone wants to know who I am because, you know, they all know who
it's like, you see all these other people, you're like, okay, he knows him. And how do they know? Yeah, how do you know this guy?
Everyone knows everybody. So this was my first year actually being in that room. And it was like, everyone wanted to know who I was. So who are you? Because I'm standing there. And, you know, I'm just telling
you. But you're supposed to be there. That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing that I took from it. You're there because you're supposed to be there. But you got to work hard to stay in that room. Yeah. And you have to, you know, you have to progress from being on the ballot to actually being nominated to actually winning it. So it's a whole progression. But just to be able to take that first step was transformative. And, you know, I learned a lot from that. And, you know, just watching how people move in grace, you know, in the spotlight, and how people deal with the whole networking thing. And I did some major networking. It was real. Like I said, the one word I'm going to use is transformative. It was transformative. It changed my whole mentality of what I do and why I do it.
Well, congratulations, man. I love hearing you know, people's success. And as you know, as an artist, we all know, if you're an artist, how hard it is to actually, you know, make it a profession, and then you're making good money doing what you love. So I love to see people, you know, like you, like this whole, that's what this show is about. A lot of my friends, a lot of people that I've seen doing successful work, you know, giving them a platform. So I'd love to hear stories like this. And then it's also informative to other people. You know, it inspires other people to be like, oh, I know him. He was there. Yeah. It's not impossible. Right. But it's not something that you can just wake up and do. You have to put time in. You put years of your life into this art, you know, and now you're reaping rewards. And throughout the years, you know, obviously you've been on different things. I've heard music that you made, shows, and all this other stuff. So, you know, congratulations to you, and just more. That's all I look for. Just more prospering.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's like connecting the dots, you know.
Yeah, man.
And meeting people and making the life changes. The phrase I use is pivot. You go in one direction, go in one direction, and it's not panning out. You gotta make it hard, right? So it's a cumulative process, and it's a learning process at the same time. And that being that it's me, and the fact that I navigate in so many different lanes, so many different worlds. If someone sees that and they'll be like, oh wow, that's that dude that was at that club and so and so. If he's there, I can be there too. So that's the story of my life.